Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins, and today, unfortunately, we're back talking about scam handicappers striking again. And this one's bad, guys. It's really bad. $29 million fraud. So this dates back to 2014. Scam handicappers, guys, posing as an investment fund, scammed 600 investors in 40 states out of $29 million. They promised returns of 250 to 600% a year. I mean, I feel bad for the people that got scammed, but that should have been clue number one. 250 to 600% they promise. So these two jerk-offs that did this, both of them have already been convicted of a pyramid scheme back in the 1990s. And, if you're going to invest your money outside of say the stock market, which is, from time to time its own scam, but I do improve the stock market in general, but I think that some of the stuff done in business, the SEC turns their head the other way and, stuff gets done. We don't have to look past 2008 to figure that out. But this really bothers me, guys, because sports betting in terms of sports handicapping and, people selling picks, it's unregulated. It's completely unregulated. And I know that Las Vegas now allows, so-called mutual funds for sports betting, guys that can sell, shares in a pool of money and you can invest in that. But you really need to dig deep on this, especially on that stuff. You need to dig deep and see who's behind it, okay? Out of all of them that I've heard of, and there's quite a few that keep popping up because it's legal now, there's maybe two that I would actually invest money, and I haven't invested money in any of them, but there's maybe two, and this is 2 out of 50 or 60 now that I would actually consider putting money in because they have proven records and they have a good name in the business. And if you don't live in Vegas, or you don't frequent Vegas, or you don't have your ears to the ground, you don't know the players in the game, you can't even consider investing in one of these things, regardless what these guys tell you the returns are. One of the phone calls these guys made, they claimed that they were able to make their investors money 10 times faster than Warren Buffett ever did. Come on. 10 times faster than Warren Buffett? I feel for the people. They lost $29 million. That's a lot of money, guys. It's a lot of money, okay? Out of that $29 million, they figure only $4 million was ever bet on sports. That's their whole turnover. Not just they bet $4 million on this. That's their whole turnover. That's the total amount they ever bet, okay? $11 million of it was used to pay the initial investors on the fake returns, on returns they claimed to have made. $8 million went right into the fucking assholes' pockets. Sorry, but no, fuck it. They are fucking assholes. $8 million went into the fucking assholes' pockets, okay? And they spent it. They spent $8 million of his investors' money on God knows what. $6 million got paid out to brokers, okay? Brokers, they're the most dangerous ones. They're the ones that, come into your living room as your best friend and tell you, how they're involved in this great thing and you can't lose and it's guaranteed and you're going to get 90 million % return on your money. They're getting paid big money to refer you, okay? As soon as you invest money, they're getting a huge cut right off the top. And why can they afford to give you those brokers a huge cut of your money right off the top? Because these fucking assholes know that they're never going to see a return. They're never going to pay out. It's just a giant Ponzi scheme, guys. And that's how this was run. They claimed in a newsletter to have made a profit of $60 million, okay? When in actuality, they won $119,000. Now, kudos to them. They actually won $119,000. Bravo, guys. It's hard to win at sports, as you all know. But they claimed to won $60 million when they won $119 million. Now, anybody involved in the sports betting world knows that if you win $60 million from the casinos, from offshore, from wherever, you're on the radar big time. I mean, big time you're on the radar. You're not going to be able to get action anywhere, okay? Because that's what sports books do, guys. They're in a business making money. They're going to limit the hell out of you. So then you would have to have a whole team of people running around laying your bets, and it becomes a cat and mouse game. And it can't happen, okay, guys? For guys to make a $60 million profit in as short a time as they said they made this in, which I believe like this actual claim was like over a 6-month period. They claimed to have won $60 million over 6 months. It can happen, okay? So this is more of like a PSA, like a public service announcement, guys. Don't invest in these funds unless you really know what you're doing, okay? And if you don't live in Vegas, you're not wrapped up in the sports betting community, you don't have those contacts, then unless you know someone that and again, you can't even trust people that you know because they could be brokers, right? And this sounds like major paranoia, guys, but it's your hard-earned money. Don't invest in this stuff unless you absolutely know for sure, okay? And the same thing kind of goes with scam handicappers, guys. Like, I'm working on it's going to be a while, but I'm working on a video right now, guys. I keep getting phone calls because like my name and number is everywhere, and I get phone calls on a daily basis, sometimes 3 or 4 phone calls from these like pop-up scam handicapper places, and I put them through the paces, right? I act interested, they get really excited, so they get into their hardcore pitch. We're hitting 73% winners over the past 473 years, whatever the fuck they say. And it's all bullshit. So like I act really interested. I get them all excited. And then I start asking them the hard questions. Questions like, oh, who verifies your winners? Or, exactly like what lines are you hitting 70% at, 70 plus percent? Like, are you hitting that at minus 110 or are you hitting that at minus 700? Most of them say, oh, no, these are straight up winners. And then I hit them with the number. Say, it's like in the billions to 1, which if you see my previous video, it's like billions to 1 to hit 70% winners over 1,000 games. And you can Google that. So then I get them stuttering. Like, oh, well, actually the 70% was only over, the last like 3 weeks, but we're hitting, 57%. Okay, well, who verifies your 57%? Oh, we don't have to verify because we have a great reputation, blah, 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 blah. Scammer after scammer after scammer. And the legalization of sports betting in the United States is an epidemic, okay? It's bred these sports scam artists left, right, and center, okay? And I feel perfectly confident telling you guys this. I'm not selling you guys picks. I'm not selling you. I'm just giving you guys the actual goods and the information. So, whatever. Fuck these guys, okay? And I'm sorry. This really set me off this morning, guys. Like, I love sports betting, okay? I'm passionate about sports betting. I love when the public wins. I mean, obviously, you know what? The reality of the situation, if Vegas didn't win, they wouldn't take bets and I'd be out of a job. But I love when the public wins, okay? And when I see stuff like this, it really, really bothers me. And this has me upset. So, guys, please, please, please do me one favor above anything else. If you're going to invest in a mutual fund of sports betting, really do your due diligence. Do your homework. Make phone calls, okay? Whatever you have to do, okay? Call a random sports book in Vegas. Has to talk to a sports book manager, Shoot the shit with him for a few minutes, whatever. I don't condone it, but if you have to lie, say, I'm a $20,000 a game better. I want to put my action with you, blah, 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 blah. By the way, what do you think of these guys? And if he says, who? Run, okay? Because most of them, guys, are a scam. And just one more thing I want to touch on, guys. If you've seen in my previous video, I offered a $25,000 scam handicapper challenge, okay? And this went out to any like these scam handicappers, these guys claiming to hit their 70% or whatever, they're claiming. And I've called out a few of them, and actually had someone accept my offer. I was really excited. So the offer basically is this. I put up $25,000 of my own money. Okay? They, wherever they live, in whatever jurisdiction or area, they send me a list of 2 or 3 lawyers. I'll pick the lawyer after I do my due diligence on it, and I'll wire that lawyer $25,000 to hold in escrow, as well as the scam handicapper will wire $25,000 of their money, and we'll use a third-party site that verifies our picks, and we will do 1,000 plays. Of the 1,000 plays, you can submit 1 to 5 units per play, and at the end of that, whoever has the highest return on investment or the highest, units at that point gets some money. Simple as that. Should take about a year to complete, but for $25,000, why not, right? If you're that good, it's free money. Here, I'm giving you my money. Take it. $25,000 of my money, it's free because you're that good. Because I'll tell you right now, I will never hit 70%. So if you're hitting 70%, I'm giving you my money absolutely free. Take it. So I had someone take me up on the offer. I was really excited because I know they're a scam handicapper. All the the stuff they're saying, the numbers they're throwing out there, the statistics that I know are just total garbage. So I got really excited. So this whole big thing happened over social media. So it turned out we started messaging each other private. Well, this person claimed to be betting $30,000 per game. So I figured, $25,000 to them, no big deal. You wouldn't have much of an issue coming up with $25K. When you're betting $30,000 a game, well, then the stories begin. So I sent him a list of lawyers in his area. I sent him a list of 10 lawyers. I did some research for him and said, you can choose, 5 or 6 of these lawyers or 2 or 3, whatever you want, whatever you feel comfortable with. Send me a list of lawyers that you feel comfortable with, and I'll pick one and I'll wire the money today. Then he said to me over the message, he goes, well, we don't need lawyers because I'm a man of my word, which from a scam handicapper is pretty fucking hilarious. So I informed him that unfortunately we do need lawyers, but he said, I have a counteroffer for you. So this was his counteroffer to me. Rather than $25,000, he'd be willing to play for $5,000, but he didn't want to do 1,000 plays. He only wanted to do 20 plays. I asked him, well, what about variance? What about, obviously as a professional sports bettor, you're aware of variance, how, you can go on losing streaks, and that really doesn't determine one thing. And he didn't really have an explanation for that, but he decided that we were going to play for $5,000. We were only going to do 20 plays, and rather than use a lawyer, that he gave me his word that he would wire me the money via Bitcoin if we won, or if he won, or if I won. I don't know, whatever. If I won, he was going to wire me $5,000 worth of Bitcoin, but I had his word he was going to wire it. So once again, I'm sorry for, the vulgarity of this video. It's not how I know. If you guys know, I don't think I've ever sworn in any of my videos. But fuck this guy. Fuck all these fucking scam handicappers. That's it, guys. Again, I'm sorry. Take this for what it is. I apologize. I promise next video is going to be a lot more PG. But this really bothers me. It really does, guys. $29 million these guys stole from 600 investors, looking to better their lives, better their family. They're probably not millionaires, okay? I mean, maybe some of them are, but they're probably not millionaires. They're probably just, mom, dad, aunts, uncles, brothers, cousins, like just trying to do better. They enjoy sports. They thought, wow, this is a real opportunity for us. And they lost $29 fucking million, these sons of bitches. Oh, so mad. I'm so mad, guys. Anyways, this other guy too, needless to say, that went nowhere. I'm still waiting for someone to take me up on my $25,000 scam handicapper. And the day I can take $25,000 off one of these pricks will be the happiest day of my fucking life. Thank you, guys.